Aquí estoy yo, Rico Hernández. I got Astudillo with me, and I got Héctor from Boyz Of Kumbia. Muchachos, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it so much, man. It's an honor.
Hombre, Rico, pues al contrario, el honor es para nosotros, hombre, que nos das esta oportunidad de poder platicar con todos ustedes, toda la gente que nos está mirando, and share with you guys the new projects that we have in hand. ¿Verdad que sí, Mr. Pete?
Claro que sí, muy buenas tardes, buenos días, no importa la hora que sea, un saludo muy cordial para todos los amigos, donde sea que estén. Rico, nuevamente muchas gracias de parte mía, de parte de los Boyz Of Kumbia, sinceramente por darnos este tiempo, esta plataforma para platicar con el público lo que estamos haciendo y también mandarles un caluroso saludo.
Ándale, gracias a los dos, man. Hey, let's talk about the song. ¿Por qué le gusta bailar cumbia? How did it come about? O sea, vamos a hablar de la canción, vamos a hablar de cómo la grabaron, o sea, ya cómo se sintieron de estar de nuevo, ya después de todo este desmadre que hemos estado viviendo, de nuevo en un estudio. How did it feel, guys?
¿A cuál rola?
¿Por qué le gusta bailar cumbia?
Ya estoy jugando.
No, ya hasta me dejaste patinando un ratito, bro.
No, compadre, esa canción la escribimos, ¿qué será? Hace 30 años, imagínate. 30 años de mi vida esta canción. Pero dejo que Héctor empiece porque, aunque yo tengo muchos años con esa canción, tengo mucha historia, quiero que él te platique la nueva versión, la nueva historia de esta canción.
Yeah. Muchas gracias, Mr. Pete. Pues fue más bien la idea fue por parte de A.B. Quintanilla, que viene siendo our producer for our new album. So we started with our first song, which was Pelón. Then A.B. brought the idea to do Porque le gusta bailar cumbia. So he's like, look, man, I can pull some strings and I can get Mr. Pete Astudillo into the song if you guys are interested. So whenever he brought that into the picture, I was like, todos los carnales, who were three brothers in the band, Rick, Ozzy, and I, yes, they were like, yes, definitely. You know, you think, you know, what do you think the possibilities? He's like, no, yeah, I'm sure Mr. Pete is an awesome guy, and I'm sure that he'd like to share his talent with you guys. So he brought up the song. Whenever he showed us the song, yeah, pretty much done. Yeah, we're like, oh, hey, definitely. You know, it is different than the original version of it. You know, there's a fresh sound to it, and then obviously with A.B. producing it, it gives it a different sound, ¿no? Solo yo tuve la oportunidad de conocer a Mr. Pete and Q Productions. Yeah, es donde the magic started happening, man, because I mean you're talking, nosotros siendo pues nuevos en el ambiente de la música, trabajar con two legends, and legends I want to say because they've created music that has stayed and still till today gets a lot of radio airplay, you know. So that to me is something that not a lot of artists do, not a lot of composers, not a lot of producers do. They'll have their run for about, you know, 5-6 years, and that's it, you know. La música se queda ya en el olvido. Al contrario, Mr. Pete, A.B. Quintanilla, you know, one song, it was a blessing for us. So estamos contentísimos. Lo que pasó en el estudio, pues se lo dejo a Mr. Pete Astudillo, ¿no?
No, fíjate, fue una buena onda. I became familiar with the Boyz through A.B., of course. He was producing them. And before the pandemic hit, man, he reached out to me, and we hadn't written something in a long time. And he goes, hey, I want to write something with you. I need you to help me with something. I got this in the works, you know. He didn't give me too many details. And are you ready? Man, you're my brother, man. We've been writing forever. I trust you, you know, with my life. So if you tell me let's do something together, immediately I said yes. Y entonces me mandó la idea de la canción, la primera que hicieron ellos, que compusimos junto, A.B., yo y Rick, la de Pelón. And man, I loved it, man. I loved, you know, when it was done, it was awesome. I loved the whole concept of it. I liked the freshness of their style. You know, they're doing cumbia. They got their own onda. You know, I mean, you know, I know it's tough to get your own your own style with so many bands out there in a genre that's so loved. But I like what they did. And then so when AB approached me about doing Porque Le Gusta, I like, heck yeah, man, let's do it, man. That's one of my first singles that I recorded, like I said, almost 30 years ago, man. And I think that was the, imagínate, I'm aging myself right now. I must have been like 5 when I recorded it, I think, más o menos. But, no, it's become really it's kind of one of my signature songs besides Como Te Extraño for the main reason. But that's one of those songs that people just gravitate to. And then we did it on the live Selena album, which is even, made it even more special. And now to give it to a new generation, man, with the Boyz of Kumbia. Like Hector said, man, we got in the studio and I didn't know him that well, but there was a really quick chemistry, which is kind of what happened when I met AB and Los Dinos back in the day. There was, it felt real. I mean, nobody was trying to fake or trying to overdo it or it was just comfortable. Como te digo, los conocí rápidamente. We got in the studio with Red, with AB, and it just clicked. It really clicked, and it felt like, it just felt like, I know it sounds cliche, like you get on your bike, you never forget how to ride a bike, even though we've been going through so many bad things. And I haven't really recorded anything with AB in a long time where he's directing me and stuff like that. And it was just like the good old days, so it felt really good. There was a lot of positivity in there, really good vibes, a lot of love, a lot of passion for what we do, for music. And it clicked, man. It just clicked. And because now the fans can hear what we did. I call it like a retro cumbia because, we took it, a little bit of the past, my relationship with AB, and then infused it with the new generation of this industry, which is the Boyz of Kumbia.
Yeah, it's cool como dices que you guys just clicked. La sangre muy liviana, pues, la sangre liviana, like we say in Mexico, la sangre liviana. But I think that's really important porque I'm pretty sure, like as an artist, recording all these years, I'm pretty sure you've had your chances cuando you've collaborated with other artists donde no está esa química, that you don't have that chemistry, and I think it's kind of hard to force that. I mean, you really have to be professional and be like, I really don't want to work with this guy, pero pues ni modo, ya me chingué, let's do it.
No, sí sucede, y me imagino que a ellos también les ha sucedido, donde nada cuadra. I mean, nada cuadra, the personalities clash, or even the musical vision is not there, or somebody disagrees about everything. And it just becomes, and the whole vibe gets thrown off. And it happens, man. It happens. I mean, musicians, artists, singers, writers, sometimes we can be a little quirky, man. We don't always get along. I mean, I've had, my arguments with AB over things that I don't agree or he disagrees. And even with Ricky Vela or with Joe Ojeda, we don't disagree. I don't agree on everything. But I'm saying is, but then you find that common ground. But like with the Boyz of Kumbia, like I said, right off the bat, we hit it off, and estamos diciendo relajos. It wasn't like tense, or at least for me, it didn't seem tense. We were just like having fun, enjoying the studio. I hadn't seen Red, the engineer, for a long time either. And it was awesome working with him again. It just brought me back a lot of memories, from the Selena days, from the stuff doing at Q Productions. So it was really, really, really positive vibe going on.
Qué bonito, man. Qué bonito. That's cool. It's cool to hear those stories, bro. Hector, platícame, Hector. Where you guys, the video is right now on your platforms. What's your YouTube channel? Para la gente que está viendo el video, that way they could go check it out right now if they haven't checked it out. That way they could see the video. I've seen the video. I like it. That way people can see where the video is. Let them know, Hector.
Definitely. Mira, estamos a través de nuestro canal de YouTube. Nos pueden buscar como Boyz of Kumbia, Boyz con Z, and Kumbia con K. Boyz with a Z, ending with a Z, and Kumbia with a K. Real simple, man. Porque le gusta bailar cumbia, Boyz of Kumbia, and it'll pop up, man. So, we just got advised. Yesterday, I got advised that this video is going to Mexico. Is going to all the popular like the MTV, the Mexican MTV, as the programs out there, and obviously, I think it's something that's needed, man, because right now with what we're going through, with what's happening, and also the music también, o sea, la música en lo regional mexicano and the Latino, all that stuff, we need to bring positive vibes, man. And that's what this is about, What we do I think what AB has done, what Mr. Pete has done, they've created music, they've created songs that bring positivity, no? So for us, it's something that it's a privilege to us be able to work with these monsters and share music. At the end of the day, that's what you try to do. Tratas de compartir la música, tratas de compartir mentalidad y consejos, no? So whenever Mr. Pete, Mr. AB entran ahí, dan consejos, pues man, nosotros estamos con nuestra libreta y poniendo todo oído. Pero yeah, man, the videos throughout our YouTube channel, the song is available throughout all the digital platforms. So yeah, you guys go check it out. It's something that we filmed in Austin, Texas. We filmed in Austin, Texas, and that, I mean, if I can explain to you, Rico, pretty much what happened in the video, how the video shoot was, man, that'd be awesome. Si hay tiempo para hacer eso.
Hey, bro, we have all the time in the world, bro. My kids don't get out of school till 3.
Fíjate, pues llegamos a Austin, I want to say it was about 6. Nosotros llegamos like about 6 a.m. The shoot was about early in the morning. They wanted it like about 8, 9. So it was the first time that I was going to meet Mr. Pete, you know, and I was telling the guys,
pause right there. Pete, you're a legend, bro. You're a legend. I mean, we grew up watching you. But does he always call you Mr. Pete?
you know what? It's kind of funny because at the very beginning, he said it a couple of times, and I thought, you know, maybe he's just kind of nervous and he doesn't know what else to call me. But after a while, like, I was going to tell him, you can just call me Pete, man. But after that, it was kind of funny. And I think it's also kind of his thing. He also calls AB Mr. AB, and, you know, and I think, and actually, I think it's kind of not that I need it, but I think it just shows a sense of respect.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're up, it shows your upbringing. Porque I'm the same way, you know, when I meet somebody new or somebody, you know, los hablas de usted. And you don't, you know, no te tuteas, como dicen en español. Yo creo que esa es una señal muy buena de la, pues como los criaron a Héctor y sus hermanos, el respeto. Y como digo, a estas alturas, he can call me Pete, he can call me whatever he wants, you know, but he still calls me Mr. Pete. And because I find it kind of endearing, a little funny at the same time. Pero going back to what he's talking about the video, I can kind of compare what happened in the studio to what happened in the video. I mean, there was a lot of really positive chemistry. I mean, everybody was just there, you know, giving it their all, and at the same time having a lot of fun, man, because it was a lot of fun. It was, like I said, in Austin, Texas, and I hadn't done a video in a while, man. So it was really, really good energy. And once again, being with, you know, with AB once again performing with AB, and then being with the new generation. So it's kind of cool, man. It's like when it's conoces el hijo, el papá y el abuelo, type of thing, you know. So, es como cuando Vicente Fernández se junta con Alejandro y el nieto, más o menos así es la misma onda. So, but there was nothing but positive vibes, and of course, you know, I love the video, man. If you haven't seen the video, se lo recomiendo, sinceramente, padrísimo. And it really stands up to a lot of the work that's being put out there by other genres, I think. No nomás en lo regional, you know, los reggaetoneros and all that. So I think it stands up to those videos. So I highly recommend it. Like I said, we had a blast doing it, man.
Hector, sorry to cut you off at that time, but I just had to ask, bro. Me entró la curiosidad, tenía que preguntar nomás. Oye, bro, pero le estoy diciendo una cosa. Watching the video, you could, like Pete pointed out, you could tell you guys were having fun. O sea, si miró que se la están pasando a toda madre. Another thing that I love is like artists are doing music videos again. I remember back in the 80s, 90s, it was all about music. It was about watching MTV, watching what was on MTV3. Like it was all about Furia Musical. Yeah. All about the music videos. And I love that they're coming back, bro. So take us back to what was happening on set.
No, hombre, you know, llegamos and our way of working, it's, you know, hey, we're getting there. Let's get to work. Let's bring a positive vibe, a positive atmosphere. Obviously, whenever you have personajes como Mr. Pete, AB Quintanilla también, o sea, tenemos que encajar de alguna forma, man, you know. Mr. Pete said it, o sea, our respect to people, how our parents brought us up, it's something that you know, especially to people that have accomplish so many things. You know, there's a lot of respect in the musical industry. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter what we have. It doesn't matter who we're with, who we're working with. I think as a person, as persons, hay un respeto, siempre va a haber ese respeto con gente. Solo nuestra idea era traer algo que asegurar que Mr. Pete iba a estar a gusto, igual Mr. AB también que iba a estar a gusto, cater to them, you know. And obviously the director, which is Jerry, he did an awesome job also taking care of Mr. Pete, AB. And it was a fun thing. It was something that, like Mr. Pete says, you know, is like we got in there and we enjoyed what we did. At no moment did I feel pressured. Did I feel stressed out? Did I feel? And there was things that had to get done. You know, hey, when AB was pretty much directing the video, so he's like, hey, we need to get this. We need to get these props. Can you go get them, or can you have somebody go get them? Yeah, you know, let me take care of it. You know, so todo eso organizarlo en ese momento, it was an awesome experience. And like I said, working with people that have so much experience, you know, you tend to feel more at ease because, o sea, obviously, you know, they're not worrying about certain things. El que está preocupado es uno, pero también uno debe de tener some sort of professionalism, you know, to keep their cool and to make everything run smooth. So honestly, it was an awesome experience, and it was a blessing to us to work with Mr. Pete and Mr. AB también.
And I think that's what had you guys at ease también, sabiendo que están con señorón Pete Astudillo, AB Cantinilla, guys that have been doing it for, you know, all these years. So it's like you walk in as like a rookie, you know, and you're like, I'm not stressed out. Look who I got behind me. Like, look who's here with me. It's like, hombre, it's a gusto, you know. It kind of takes that pressure off as a new artist. You're like, oh, you get to breathe. You know what I mean?
And I think
pero yo creo que es importante lo que dijiste, Héctor, que el profesionalismo, y no me refiero de AB o mío, ellos son una nueva generación, son artistas nuevos, ese profesionalismo lo tienen también ellos. Así que es más fácil trabajar de esa manera, de cuando la gente es puntual, la gente está preparada, la gente está lista. No que llegan unos o tres crudos que van en la pachanga el día de antes. Es que no, es la verdad. Y en ese ambiente sucede mucho que, o cuando vas a grabar algo y llega el cantante o el músico y no está preparado. Oye, ¿cómo va la rola? O aquí me voy para... Y el profesionalismo, ellos también lo demuestran. Y por eso es que, yo creo que por eso es que hemos podido trabajar tan bien como estamos trabajando.
Y sí, es cierto. Eso tiene mucho que ver. Yo he visto artistas, you know, personalmente, like, shows que he presentado cuando estaba en Tucson. No voy a decir nombres por no faltar el respeto, pero he visto artistas que en el escenario, bro, like empiezan bien, and then, you know, les llevan sus botellas de tequila, sus dressing rooms, y al rato salen, como cucaracha fliteada, you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, like, you're not sounding that good right now. You know,
but the thing is, I think that's something that I learned personally, el respeto al público. La gente fue a ver un show, fue a ver una presentación, fue a escucharte la mejor manera que te puedas escuchar, que el grupo toque la mejor manera que puedan. Obviamente somos humanos y sí cometemos errores, pero estar preparados a lo máximo para darle el respeto a ese público que se tomó el tiempo de comprar un boleto, de buscar un babysitter, de llegar, de manejar en serio, porque dices, ellos están esperando un show que cuando tú le vas a echar todas las ganas. Así como, y yo sé que ahorita está muy de moda de que te subes a los escenarios y la pisteadera, y es un ambiente, y se respeta, claro que se respeta, siempre y cuando lo puedas controlar a un punto de que todavía puedas dar lo mejor de ti. Andale. Porque si te pones hasta las chanclas en la primera media hora, pues ¿qué vas a hacer la otra hora? Pero digo, yo respeto a todo el mundo como quieran trabajar. Yo personalmente, cuando trabajo no me gusta tomar. Más que nada, yo creo que eso viene de la escuela de la que yo vengo, que es Selena Los Dinos, que es lo que yo aprendí de ellos, y yo creo que es una forma que trabaja Héctor y los Boyz Of Kumbia, y yo creo que es un ejemplo para las nuevas generaciones de grupos, porque como te digo, ahorita hay una onda donde si hay una pachanga en el ambiente que está padre, y yo lo he visto, and it's entertaining, but I think you have to have a balance, man. You have to have a balance.
Tienes que ir al punto, like, all right, vamos a mocharle, I got a buzz, ya traigo avión, let's chill for a little bit. Let's go back to singing.
Cruise control.
Ándale. All right, me traigo una taza de café o algo, you know what I mean? Hey, let's talk about, hablamos de sus música, hablamos de cómo son, cómo se la pasaron en el set, cómo graban videos. Ahora ya vienen los días festivos, and we're all Mexican here, bro. Like, I gotta hear some funny Thanksgiving stories. I know you guys have some. I gotta hear them.
Jesus, I don't know, man. I don't know. They're funny. They might be boring.
Puro trabajo, ¿no? Yo creo que puro trabajo. Bueno, a nosotros antier me acaban de hablar. They're like, guys, the 24th, Wednesday, the 25th, you guys are working. So you guys are heading out to Houston and San Antonio. So, pues, o sea, así no la pasamos. I do have a good friend of mine that has a catering business out in Fort Worth. And he's like, hey, ya te listé tu pavo, ya te listé tu comida para que se la lleven on the road and you guys have a good Thanksgiving on the road.
Cool,
the bus. So, yeah, I mean, it's and I don't know, Mr. Pete, I don't know what you think, pero it you know, balances out. You have to be tienes que estar agradecido por tener trabajo.
Yeah.
Y también estás un poco, pues te agüitas, ¿no? También porque no estás con tu familia. Pero al igual, yo pienso tantos años bueno, nosotros que tenemos ya unos añitos ya haciendo esto, pues no es la primera fecha que nos toca trabajar festiva, ¿no? So, you try to enjoy it with your second family on the road.
Es bittersweet, ¿no? Es bittersweet.
Yeah.
Como en una parte te deprime un poco porque pues, no estás con tu familia, tus seres queridos, pero por otra parte, como dices, gracias a Dios tengo el trabajo, we're out here doing what we love, estamos providing for those back home. So it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. Entiendo completamente.
No, it is. Like for example, when we used to work back in the day with Selena, man, we were working literally nonstop, man. And I miss so many Christmases and New Year's, and because when people are having fun, we're working, you know, because we're the entertainment. So I mean, it's only common sense, and es parte del show, es parte del ambiente, es parte del sacrificio. Si realmente te gusta este trabajo, pero fíjate cómo dice. Qué bueno que dices eso, te lo pasas con tu segunda familia, porque tu grupo, bueno, en el caso de ustedes son hermanos y también en el caso de Selena, los Dinos, pero nosotros no éramos hermanos, Ricky Vela, Joe Ojeda, Chris Pérez, en el principio no era familia, pero como quiera era nuestra segunda familia, y conviví. Te voy a decir una cosa, yo conviví más con los Dinos que con mis propios hermanos muchas veces. Porque el que te conviertes en una familia, porque literalmente estás con ellos día y noche. Te duermes en el camión, te levantas en el camión, te metes al hotel, viajas con ellos y estás hablando, back in the day, man, we would take off like 3 weeks out of the year. So we were literally working nonstop at 3, maybe 4 times a week, I'm sorry. So it was a lot of work, but at the same time, we loved every minute. I loved every minute. I can't speak for everybody else, but I loved every minute of it. And yes, it was tough. I remember, you know, eating turkey sandwiches from the circle, whatever the equivalent of a convenience store was back in the day. I remember one time in Florida, I think we're in Belgrade or Huachula, no sé ni de dónde estábamos, un pueblito chiquito. And that's what we ate, turkey sandwiches from the convenience store for Thanksgiving, man. And Christmases were the same thing. And si se podía, you know, we get a little better meal, pero those are the sacrifices. And then, of course, things got better as things went on. And, but it's parte del show, compadre. Y es una bendición poder trabajar y que la aprecie tu trabajo.
Yeah, no, eso sí, especialmente en estos tiempos, bro, like this past 2020, just 2021, tanta gente que perdió su trabajo and for us in radio, I mean, we went from having like about 100 and some people in un edificio down to like 25. O sea, yeah, and you don't see the same radio programmers anymore, tantos talentos al aire que just, you know, got let go por todo eso. It was tough. It was kind of sad. It was depressing for a while for us, porque entrábamos solitos, escuetos en el lugar, like you'd walk in, nos faltaba el tumbleweed. Like seriously, it was that bad, bro. Now everything's starting to get back to normal, y pues gracias a Dios, pero ya, siempre agradecidos tener el trabajo. You know, la salud también, you know, is another important thing. But yeah, man, it's crazy, bro.
But I think if anything that 2021 has taught us the value of time, you know, the value of our loved ones, the people we share our days with, you know, and if we need to learn to, if you didn't learn the value of time in these last 2 years, híjole, you're never going to learn it. I mean, just the closeness of being with somebody or seeing somebody or hugging somebody, or, I mean, even now, you know, and things are not 100% there yet, but you see somebody, you still like kind of hesitate. Do I shake the hand? Do I go in for the hug? Do I go in for the kiss? Do we do the fist bump? And God willing, I really hope it goes away. It has to go away, because it's not fair to the you know, para la juventud que no vivió la forma que nosotros vivimos, donde nos abrazábamos y nos besábamos y compartíamos, convivíamos. Pero yo creo que sí regresa a la normalidad.
Yeah. Y pues ya se vienen los tour dates también, ¿no? Are you going to be heading out on tour with them, Peter, or no?
Yeah, we've been doing some dates. As a matter of fact,
nice.
We did some dates together already, and God willing, that's going to be what we'll be doing next year. Okay. I don't have any dates as of right now. Okay. Solamente que Héctor no me ha dicho nada, pero hasta ahorita no tenemos unas fechas, pero sí, yo creo que esa es la onda de compartir escenarios, como ya lo hicimos en Las Vegas, lo hicimos en Laredo, que es la mi ciudad natal, y ojalá haya muchas más fechas en el futuro con ellos, junto con AB, con Boyz of Kumbia, con the Kumbia All Stars. It'd be nice, man. Este es un paquete muy padre, mucha nostalgia, aparte también muchas cosas nuevas. You know, you get the old with the new, and it's a really good combination, I think. But I love to, of course, yeah, that would be great. And of course, I love to keep working with them as far as the studio and maybe give them some more of my music and stuff. That would be fantastic.
Yo pienso, Mr. Pete, Rico, I think that the video, it's going to awake a whole bunch of eyes, va a despertar muchas mentes en lo que se puede hacer arriba del escenario, man. So I'm crossing my fingers that this video, and not so much that I'm basing it on luck, because the talent is in the video. I mean, having Astudillo, having AB Quintanilla in the music video, that's something that has to, you know, bring a vision to all the promoters, you know, to everybody that's making dances, and Boyz of Kumbia is trying to, you know, go in there and go in there with the show. So, I mean, the time that we were there in Las Vegas, you felt the electricity on stage, man. You felt the electricity on stage. En Laredo, también no se diga. O sea, it was something that I think the crowd enjoyed very much. And I think that the video is going to support what we're feeling, so that the promoters and different venues are wanting that at their city, you know. So, primero Dios, estamos esperando también our label, our management, también que hagan su jale y que también nos pongan a hacer shows junto con Astudillo.
No, y véngase para acá, man. En Tucson, even in Phoenix, bro. I'm in Phoenix, pero Tucson is, like I said, an hour south of me. Pero I'll have to talk. I have to get in Bill Angelini's ear. I'm like, hey, Bill. Cada rato viene AB, cada rato viene La Mafia, cada rato vienen todos sus grupos. O sea, there's a niche for Tejano music down here, bro. You have no idea. I don't know if you guys have been here before, pero se pone el ambiente, se pone muy, muy bueno. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of love for the genre.
We used to travel all those areas back in the day, man, with Selena, and then me as a solo artist. So no, we know that the scene's there, man. La raza is hungry for Tejano. They love, you know, the old, the new, and I know they're gonna love esta nueva propuesta cumbia, yeah.
We got all your music right now playing on Tejano 1600, our iHeartRadio station. También on KSAB 99.9. It's in Corpus, it's in Tucson, it's on the app, gratis. I mean, people could stream it, download it todo. They got all your guys' music, man. It's all at a hands reach away nowadays. No como antes que tenías que ir para el record store, comprar el cassette single, el CD single, o te lo robabas. No, I'm not going to turn myself down, pero, you know.
Pero tenemos...
every now and then doesn't hurt.
Creo que, Rico, tenemos también que agradecerles a ustedes mucho por hacer esto posible, you know. Like, we do music in the studio, but it's you guys that play the music. You guys are the ones that support our music, and you guys are the ones that let the fans know what's going on in our world, you know. If it isn't for you guys, the radio people, all the media, nuestra música se queda en la computadora, man. Sí, claro. Y tenemos mucho que agradecerles a toda la gente. Yo pienso, a partir de esta, Mr. Pete, acuérdate, a partir de esta entrevista, van a surgir muchas más. Van a surgir muchas más porque van a querer mirar, o sea, todo el trío van a querer mirar a Astudillo, Boyz of Kumbia, and A.B. Quintanilla in the same screen, just the way we're doing it right now. And this is the new normality, you know. Con el tema de Pelón, me la pasé casi unas 2 semanas, and I'm talking about 130 something interviews. Half of them were Zoom videos, you know, and this was the new normality, to get in contact with the public, to get in contact with the people, and let them know what we're doing, you know. So this is the first one that we do porque le gusta bailar cumbia, and I know this one va a despertar muchas mentes, and we're going to start getting a whole bunch of them. So we invite everybody that's looking at us, and you guys would like to have an interview with Boyz of Kumbia, Astudillo, just get in contact with us, and definitely we'll make it happen.
Wow, I didn't know that, man. Te appreciate that, bro. Qué suave, qué suave. Y con el favor de Dios, que Dios te oiga, man. Que Dios te oiga. Mucho éxito siempre para ustedes, man. And yo lo doy gracias a Dios, you know, being as young as I am, to be in the position that I am, you know, moving up in the ranks and being, you know, program director. We went from an honored talent overnights to, you know, you work your way up. Y ahora being, you know, program director of all the Mexican regional formats and the Tejano formats for iHeartRadio, like, it's a blessing, bro. And I look at it as like an example for all like the younger, you know, Mexican American kids growing up in the U.S. Like, yo, bro, like, I wasn't a saint growing up, bro, at all. Pero, you know, me enderecé, gracias a Dios, y, you know, I made something out of my life with it. You know what I mean? You know, could have been the other way.
No, pues, felicidades, primeramente felicidades. Y como dice Héctor, sinceramente, gracias a ustedes, los medios, la radio, que nos dan esa oportunidad de presentar nuestra música, y se les agradece de todo corazón. Y no nomás por este momento, sino a través de tantos años que nos han apoyado los fans, sinceramente agradecidos infinitamente con ellos, because, you know, without the fans, we're nobodies, you know. So we can put out the best music, but if nobody listens to it and we don't have an avenue like you guys, you know, we can't do anything with it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And Hector, I'm sure, Hector, God willing, the people, the fans will see the vision that I know you see, that ABCs, that I see. Hold on, Mr. ABCs, that I see, and I think more than anything, it's captured when you see us all on stage. There's some magic, man. It's an incredible energy, and it's so much fun. And I think that translates to the audience. And once people start seeing it more and more, and I think the perfect vehicle is this video. Porque le gusta bailar cumbia, you know, Boyz of Kumbia, A.B. Quintanilla, un servidor. I think that's where they're gonna know. In case they haven't seen us live, because I know we haven't played that many shows live, but this is what's gonna capture their imagination. Like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. I see what they're trying to do, and that's hopefully gonna drive more people towards our music and towards our shows and to bigger and better things.
Yeah, but like Mexicanos, bro, we see a party, we want to be a part of it.
Exactamente.
Hay un alboroto, ¿por qué no me invitaste? Vamos a decir. Si no, ya me apunté. No, bro, you gotta manifest it, guys. You gotta manifest it. Y con el favor de Dios, mira, hopefully next year, con el favor de Dios, I'll get to see you guys live aquí en Tucson.
Si Dios quiere, vamos a estar. Ahí vamos a estar.
Realmente Dios, y sí se hace. So, una vez más, guys, thank you so much, Pete, Astudillo. Big
Compadre,
fan.
Pues, quiero tomar la oportunidad para desearle una feliz Navidad a todas las personas que nos están viendo. Lo mejor de lo mejor. Bueno, Thanksgiving, Navidad, un próspero año nuevo. Y para todas las personas que todavía están sufriendo a raíz de estos años tan difíciles, les mando bendiciones, les mando buenas vibras. Vienen tiempos mejores. Si Dios quiere, vienen tiempos mejores. Y ojalá nos podamos ver pronto. El nuevo tema se llama Porque le gusta bailar cumbia. El video está disponible. Rico, gracias sinceramente, pero los fans, gracias de todo corazón, y que tengan un próspero 2022.
Ándale. Héctor.
A toda la gente que nos está mirando, estamos completamente agradecidos por que se han conectado para que miren nuestra plática. Se les dedicamos de todo corazón a todos ustedes, como dice Mr. Pete, a todos ustedes que están pasando por un momento difíciles, crean que están en nuestras oraciones. Y bueno, también les deseamos un próspero año nuevo, que se la pasen de lo mejor en estas fechas de Thanksgiving, de dar gracias, y también de estas fechas navideñas. A Rico, a todos los medios que nos están apoyando nuestra música, les agradecemos de todo corazón. vienen cosas muy, muy buenas y este es el inicio. Solo quédense preparados. El nuevo tema se llama Porque le gusta bailar cumbia, a dueto con Astudillo y A.B. Quintanilla.
Thank you so much, Boyz Of Kumbia. Pete, Astudillo, big fan, bro. Been a big fan ever since I was a kid. Honor,
Thank you,
man.
brother.
Honor.
Thank you so much.
Y pues,
Gracias,
nos vemos
gracias.
pronto con el mejor Dios. Un fuerte abrazo a los dos. Se me cuidan.
Igualmente, compadre. Bendiciones.
Órale.
Cuídense.
Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas y feliz año nuevo.
Igualmente.
Ándale,
Igualmente.
carnal. Órale, brother.